It is 4 o'clock in the morning here in LA, as you can see. It is really dark outside still. But I could not sleep because I was obsessing about which book to use for my first Angel Wing project of 2023. It's a big decision and these books are all so good. But I finally made it. I finally chose the book that I'm going to use, and I think you're going to love it. The question now is, what size canvas do I want to use? Do I want to be very ambitious and use this large canvas or the smaller size? But I had used that in my previous piece for my Christmas series. Do I want to recycle canvases that I used previously but wasn't really in love with what I had created? But then will I have regrets if I paint over it? Or do I want to complete a piece that I started a couple weeks ago that I was just waiting for the right book? But it is a new year and we all want a fresh start, and I want to dream big. I want all of us to dream big. So I think I'm going to go with a larger canvas. I was hoping to get back to this piece a lot earlier, but you know, life as a mother. But I finally found some time to myself. I'm in my other office. My car. I do a lot of my work here. I think I spend about, 60-70% of my day in my car being Uber driver for my children. In fact, I'm at the barn for my daughter's equestrian riding. I was up at literally 5 o'clock in the morning. She got me up 5 o'clock. We drove all the way across LA to get here by 6:30. So now she's gone. And finally, I get back to my book. Now that I've selected this book, I'm so glad I did. This is not the original book I read years ago when I was single, living with my roommate who handed me this book because I had just gone through a breakup and I was involved in this crazy rescue mission of my relatives from North Korea. Yes, you heard right. I helped rescue 9 people from North Korea. But that's a whole different story. And she handed me this book in my darkest, most vulnerable time in my life. She still has that book, Stephanie, thank you. So I ordered this on Amazon and so glad that I did, because yesterday when I was going through the book, rereading it, I discovered the most amazing thing. It is signed by Marianne Williamson herself to Evelyn. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Evelyn. And within the pages, I found a bookmarker that was gifted to Evelyn. It says, thank you for the use of this wonderful book. So obviously she shared it and passed it on, which we should all do. If we love something so much, we should always share it and pass it on. And it's from Gina, Ken, and Levi, dated 6/29/1997. I'm almost sad that I'm going to have to rip out the pages to create my artwork, but I am going to create something beautiful out of this book. And as I was reading through it, reading all the meditations and prayers, she has prayers for the body, for health, for children, for parents, for being nicer to your parents, for depression, for work, for loved ones, forgiveness, anger, gratitude, sex, resisting love, prayers for couples, fear of intimacy, clearing up the past, so many things. And you know, when we need to say a prayer or go into meditation, sometimes it's so difficult to find the words. So it's wonderful that she gives us the words to begin with. We don't always, we can say her prayers or we can make up our own or add to it. And that's the great thing about a prayer. I'm going to select the prayers that really reflect a new beginning, a blessing for oneself, for one's family, to give people goals and purpose in life, to create this new piece for 2023. So very excited to get started. As you can see, I've changed seats in my office from the driver's seat to now the passenger seat so that I could place my handy dandy portable desk on my lap. And now I'm going to get out my scissors. Oh, my vitamins, because I'll need those later. My hand cream, which I love this cream. I use it on every part of my body. Anybody who's over 50 should use this cream. You can get it at Whole Foods or Amazon. And I also bring my Korean face mask in case I need a little rejuvenation during the day, because God only knows how long I'll be at the bar, and I could be here anywhere from 1 hour to 6 hours. Yes, that's happened before. In fact, even longer. So now that I'm set, oh, and I also have my coffee, my water, and my sunglasses should I need it. So let's get started. I earmarked the pages of the prayers that I'd like to use for this piece. Don't you love the sound of paper? Like the first prayer that I earmarked with the receipt that I tore up. This is a great prayer. Dear God, thank you for the new day. It's beautiful, it's light. Thank you for my chance to begin again. Free me from limitations of yesterday. Today, may I be reborn. May I become more fully a reflection of your radiance. Give me strength and compassion and courage and wisdom. Show me the light in myself and others. May I recognize the good that is available everywhere. May I be this day an instrument of love and healing. Lead me into gentle pastures. Give me deep peace that I might serve you most deeply. Amen. And that is a great way to start. 2 down. I finally finished, and here it is. Ta-da! All my hand-cut feathers. I'm assuming I'll use every single one of the feathers and then some, because the canvas is so large and the book is not so big. But ta-da! I did save one last prayer, one last page for my final feather that I will place on the canvas, and I'd love to share this prayer with you at the very end. But here it is, all my hard work, hours and hours of cutting. Don't you just love the sound of that? Am I weird? Is it just me? I could literally listen to this all day, but cannot because I have some painting to do. But isn't that great? I always start by painting upwards. Each stroke is an upward stroke because I want all the prayers that I bless this canvas with to go up to the heavens. After that, I can go crazy with the paintbrush, up, down, sideways, it doesn't matter. But the first layer, the first coat of white is always an upward stroke. Now I'm going to be using some spatula paste, or it's called speckling paste, to add some texture to it, to the canvas. Originally I thought I was just going to do a very clean, smooth canvas, but I think I'm going to go for texture on this one. And since it is a 30 by 40 size canvas. I'm going to need a lot of spackling. That's what it's called. So here we go. Blah. Oh my gosh, that was almost a disaster. I really need to invest in a proper easel because without the proper stability as I'm painting, it doesn't give me confidence. In fact, it stresses me out. And that's why I started painting. That's why I started creating art, is to de-stress me, to bring me happiness. But as I'm painting and the frame is moving, I'm thinking, this is gonna fall, this is gonna fall. And sure enough, it did. That is a lovely sound. I hear that sound a lot. I have kids, a 13-year-old boy, so I really hear that a lot. The reason why I selected the color purple, purple represents and symbolizes many things. I think it's most associated with royalty, which I love. But what I love about the color purple is the physical effect that it's supposed to have on people. Here on Google, I found physical effects of this color. Purple both calms and stimulates our bodies, putting us in the right place for introspection and focused insight. It fosters creativity by awakening our senses while promoting the quiet necessary to make intuitive, insightful observations. Purple creates a harmonious balance of awareness and peace. That's why I picked the color purple, to illuminate these prayers. And I pray that as you or whoever looks at this art piece, may they be able to meditate calmly so that they can manifest, so that you can manifest all your dreams and goals for 2023. Here we go. I have to make a very important artistic and emotional decision. Do I want to just stick to the angel wings, or do I want to add a figure here? I was thinking if I did add a figure, I would add maybe a simple line drawing of a body in motion, or do I have an image of a child looking up and having these wings protect the child? Or do I want to have just the outline, a simple outline of someone's back, a female back, so that you see the angel wings coming out of her back? I'm telling you, it's very emotional. What do I do? Well, let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Sometimes the idea literally just comes to me. So I'm going to erase what I had just squiggled down here before. as a placeholder to see what it would look like. It's interesting because I don't know if you can see, but there is a figure. It looks like right here. I don't know. I'm going to show you. It seems like there, right here is a figure of a little girl. Here's her head, her hair, her body, her feet, her arms. Or is it just me? Let's see. So what am I going to do? A body here. What do you think? Does that look? I don't know if you can see. What do you think? The hand, the arm, going down, here's the leg, here's the head, here's the other arm, here's a little hip, and the second leg. Or do I want to do a figure? Or do I want to do a back? What I love is chalk. And then you can always erase it. But with art, that's a great thing. You can make as many mistakes as you want and you can just paint over it. And sometimes it even looks better when you make a mistake and have to fix it. Let's see, for this one, I'm thinking maybe just a simple back. Let's see, maybe. Here's our tush, right? I think I may be better off with my original design of just the figure with its arm, with her arm reaching her leg down. It's almost a movement, a dance movement, a body in motion. Maybe I'll go with that one, but don't hold me to it. Here we go. Okay. See, no harm done. So let's try that body in motion again. Oops. Am I losing my mind? Where's my chalk? Okay. I think I'm losing my mind. Where is my chalk? I was sitting on the chalk. And then her other arm, let's drop it a little bit. It was a little too. Let's bring it in a little. Hippie action here. All right. And then the head. I want the head looking up. Okay. And if I want it, I could like have her leg cross here. Right? Do I want to do that? A little hip action here. Okay, now I think I just have to live with it, breathe it, and see what happens. I think that's my kids calling. Let me call you. Let me get back to you. As you can see, there's still residue of chalk here in between my feathers. So I have this handy dandy brush, and I don't know what this is called, but I love this because it kind of leaves like traces of wispy lines, hair. So I'm using what is left of my purple paint, some water, and also a little bit of black paint to try to cover or go over places where the chalk was. You're gonna let that dry now. Yesterday, I did not paint all day. It was a very tough day. As a parent, as a mother, I think I mentioned in my first video that my daughter had been bullied about a year and a half, 2 years ago. But the repercussions of the bullying has long-term effects. It still affects my daughter. It still affects us as an entire family. And some days are not good, like yesterday. And I kept thinking, I need to get back to my creating my art. It's what keeps me going, it makes me sane, it makes me smile. I am smiling now because I'm back in my art room, and I've been eager to get back to this piece, and especially this image right here. You know, I started with this image, I erased it, tried something else, erased it, tried something else. I think I did about 10 versions of what I want, and ultimately I came back to the original design, and I'm feeling, not thinking, I'm feeling this is the right image. And when I step back and look at it, it almost looks like the trunk of a tree as well, but it is angel wings. And what I want to do is I want to outline the body. My hand's a little wobbly this morning because I did not sleep well last night. As a mother, we lose so much sleep over her children, right? Or at least I do. For now. Hopefully this will not always be this way. Oh my God, that beeping sound is the dishwasher. I need to turn it off, it's driving me nuts. There's always something happening in my household. Okay, the dishwasher is off, the laundry machine is on. I think we're good. So, let's get back to this. Interesting, the more I look at this figure, the figure could be actually facing forward or facing backwards. I think I like the fact that she is facing backwards. I find the back so beautiful and the extension of the arm so beautiful. And I want her head to be looking up, so we need to see the chin. Okay, I'm ready to begin with my feathers. This is not all of it. I still have some on my desk, but this is what I'm going to start with. And I'm thinking I'll need every last feather to fill this entire canvas. So here's my handy dandy glue. Going. I told you I hear that sound a lot. I'm back, but before I get started, I want to show you what is happening outside my window. It's raining. This does not happen a lot in LA. So let's take a look. Oh my gosh. And my chickens are out there. It never rains like this much in LA, so I'm just so grateful. Let's close the door. Oh my God. Now let's get back to work. But how awesome is that? Even though this is a quick dry glue, it still requires me to hold the feather in place. But what I love about that is it gives me a chance to just be quiet, meditate, and pray upon this piece. And this piece I am praying for 2023 new beginnings. This is exactly 500 feathers. I think I have about 1,000 more to go. Stay tuned. Here it is. This is my 1,000 feather. So where am I going to place it? I think I'm going to place it right up here. Hi, Mom. What do you think about my new artwork? This one.
Ah, so great. Wonderful. 응? How you could it? 아유, 진짜 잘 만들었네요. Number one in the world. Next time I bought it, okay? How much that one? 야, 많이 됐네.
This one, Mom, is a book of.
What do you mean that one?
This is 1,000 kidos, 1,000 prayers.
그럼 내가 이거 사야 되겠네요.
This one is a book called Illuminata. All of these are prayers, kido.
알아, 프레이어 그래도. 그럼 여기 조금 기도하는 거 비슷한 거 그려주시겠어. Anyway, so great, wonderful. Number one in the world, number one. Hey, number one in the world.
Thank you, Mom. And these are my hands after hours and hours of gluing. But you know, the best part is, that is so satisfying. And it's almost as gratifying as popping my kids' pimples. I have earned this. Now let's get back to work. This is my other office. I try to edit as I go along rather than wait to the very end when I have all these video clips that I have to try to make sense of. And that gets really confusing because, as you can see during my process, I have a lot of interruptions and visitors. So I'm really grateful I have this time to edit while my son's doing his homework. He's totally embarrassed that I'm doing this. You are not going to believe what I'm doing right now when I could be doing 1,000 other things. I am driving my son around so he can capture a Pokemon. Is that going to get him into college? I don't think so. But here I am. 30 minutes and counting. It is now 45 minutes and counting. There he is. Did you get it?
Yeah.
These are the literal Pokemon I caught. This big dude. This one, Bronzong. 1 in 1,000. 1 in 1,000. Whirlpeed, not that hard to get. And I just caught Dragonite. Let's go. No, please don't post this on your YouTube. Holy shizzles McBiggles.
I'm really excited because I'm trying something new. This is what they call silver foil or silver leaf. Did you want to just eat it? You can't eat the actual gold leaf if it's real gold. But this one, it is not. Okay, step 1. You have to use an adhesive. I don't know if you can see, but there is Mona Lisa right there. And this brand is called Shake It Up. I'm so excited. It's great to try something new. We're always learning, we're always evolving. It honestly looks like just regular glue to me, watery glue. I don't want to be perfect with my lines. I just want them to highlight the feathers. Stay tuned, this is going to take a while. Now here comes the tricky part. I think I'm supposed to cut the gold leaf and then place it so I don't waste any of it. And you want to make sure the shiny part is up. I waited about 15 minutes for the glue to set. I'm sure there's a lot of artists out there like, oh my gosh, she's doing it all wrong. But that's okay. I just am having a lot of fun doing it. It is a work in progress. I am an artist in progress. And that's okay. Just got back from dropping off one kid, picking up another kid, dropping off another kid, and then I have to pick up another kid in about 20 minutes. So I don't have a lot of time. But I couldn't wait to get back here and brush off the remaining foil. It's been about an hour since I applied the foil onto the adhesive. It's like snow. This is so cool. The reason why I picked silver instead of gold is I think silver works really nicely with the purple, the deep, deep purple. I'm rushing because I literally have 20 minutes to pick up my kids. Or one kid. I already picked up a kid about 20 minutes ago. And my time is up. I gotta go now. I gotta put on my Uber hat. My mommy Uber hat and go pick up my kids. Oh my God, but this is so addicting. One word of caution, they do not tell you in the directions to be aware of flying foil. Because look what happened, oh no. It is all over my art. I think I got it all over my hair. So here it is. I'm going to give you a close-up. Isn't that cool? See that, right? It really adds a beautiful touch to it and an extra pop. Unfortunately, I am not in love with this piece. I feel something else needs to be done. Not added, but I am not loving the shape of the wings. I feel like it needs to come up more. This part is great. I love this part. And I love the fact that you can see the spaces in between. But the shape of the wings this way looks more of butterfly wings than an angel wings to me. So I think I'm going to have to change it up a little bit. Oh my God, this glue is amazing. It is so hard to take off. I decided not to just rework this entire top part of the wings. I'm actually going to do everything. You know, something about this piece is just too perfect and too beautiful. And life is not like that, right? Ugh. We're going to have storms. We're going to have heartaches. We're going to meet a bully. But good is going to come out of this. Now I'm just going crazy. Now there's no turning back. Seriously, no turning back. My office is a total mess. Here we are. I'm going to use some of these pieces again. I'm going to reattach most of them back onto the artwork, and then add some new feathers that have not been used, and we will see what we get in the end. Oh yes, and back to my piano as the easel. I've given up on the other A-frame. So all of this total is about 1,300 feathers. And here is a new tube of glue because I completely finished the other one. So last night I spent a lot of time scraping off the glue that had remained on the canvas. And I have to tell you, I did a little damage to my fingers. Can you tell which finger is bigger? This one got infected and it's still swollen. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, I was waking up because my finger was literally throbbing in the middle of the night. But that is the hazards of being an artist. And I could live with that. So, like I said, I spent all last night just scraping away glue. And my motto is, it does not have to be perfect. That's a great thing about art. It doesn't have to be perfect. Not everybody has to like it. Because everybody comes to a piece with a different experience and emotion, right?
What's up, Mommy's YouTube? It's me, your boy.
Did you do your homework? Always a welcome interruption. Now that I'm done with the scraping, I'm going to use the same tool to add touches of purple to the area that had scratched off too much glue. And these are the 2 new tubes of paint that I bought at Blick. This is the brand that I love, Golden. It goes on very thick, and this one is more liquidy, but they each have a purpose. Oh, this is such a dark purple. It's almost a black. Love it. Let's compare it.
Huh?
Okay, now I want you to write me.
I was in Daddy's office because Daddy wants me to listen to Simon Roger.
Okay, go. Take off your headphones.
Come on.
And then come back.
Take your headphones off. I know.
Close the door. Please close the door. Thank you. Nobody ever respects my space or my door. So, and now look at this color. I don't know if you can see this color. It's slightly lighter. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see. But this one is slightly more purple, and then the golden one is more towards the blacker color. So I'm not going to mix up the paints. I'm just going to dab my tool. I'm just going to scrape it. There we go. I'm trying to be mindful of the silver. I might have to do the silver again, which I'm not too thrilled about. It's very fun. However, silver dust gets everywhere. I literally have silver still in my hair after after taking 2 showers thus far. Oh, I like how that's turning out. Doing the final touches. Doing the red border around my canvas. I do this for all my artwork. Red is very symbolic in the Asian culture, especially in the Chinese culture. It represents good luck, fortune. During Chinese New Year's, they give children red envelopes full of money. My children being half Korean, half Chinese, they get a double blessing of good fortune and money. On January 1st, they bow to their elders and they receive wise words for the new year and blessings from the new year. And then they get envelopes of money after they bow to relatives and their elders. It could be anywhere from, a quarter or a penny to $100, depending on where they are in their lives, what stage of education. Once they graduate from college, they don't receive any money. And hopefully once they start having a job and making money themselves, they'll in return give blessings and money to their parents and grandparents. Wouldn't that be nice? Just when I think I'm finished, I am not. I am not doing surgery, I am varnishing. I'm going to varnish 3 coats to protect the leaves from fading over time. Here we go. And I have to make sure I get it in from various directions because the way the paper folds, I want to make sure I get in all the nooks and crannies. Once that dries, I'm going to do a second and third coat. I wanted to add a pop of color, so what I decided to do, I want to use the cover in this beautiful wine color with touches of gold on it. Even though I use silver, I think the title, being in gold, will illuminate the piece a little bit more. It's such a nice day, I decided to come out for the final touches. And I found a new easel. Darn, I don't like what I did. I'm gonna have to pull it off. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Well, I thought it would add a little pop of color. The great thing about this piece is I do like the imperfections. It's good to experiment because you never know what you're gonna get. It's not always gonna turn out great. There's gonna be some bumps. No harm done, except for perhaps my fingers. They're still so swollen. A lot of sleep. Oh, gosh, this glue is fantastic. So here we are again where we started with. However, I have another idea I want to try out. When I cut out these feathers and they were too large, I cut them down even more and it left me with these pieces. Aren't they fabulous? So I was thinking, maybe, what if I just stick these in here to give it a pop of color? We're almost at the end, so let's get ready. On your mark, get set, go! I don't know if you remember, but at the very beginning of my journey for this piece, I said that I was saving one last prayer to be the last feather that I place on the canvas. This is a prayer that I love. I actually wrote it and framed it and put it in my office. Dear God, I dedicate this work to you. Imprint your mind upon it. Fly with it unto the heavens. Use it to shower your love onto the world. Thank you for your faith in me, that such a glorious mission has been placed in my hands. Amen. As I place this final piece, my prayer is and always will be, the person or the people who ever sees this artwork, may they be blessed with all the prayers. So here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I know it was a long video from beginning to end, but I really wanted to show you my entire process with interruptions with children and husband and dogs and chickens and all of that stuff. But I love every moment and I love these wings. Now, what am I gonna do next? We are done.